Everton 0, Liverpool 0.
Yeah, boy!
I can't wait to see my Trent clean sheet points. FPL team selection. Reviewing last week's points with an unlucky of the week, unlucky, and a daddy of the week. Oh yes, daddy! Previewing next week with spicy score predictions, a tasty transfer watch list, crazy captain thoughts, and my team selection in this game week preview. Where in the terrible tough titty game week 6, I scored 37 points, which means my overall rank has gone down again to 4.5 millionth in the world. I want to end my life right now. My unlucky player of the week was Trent Alexander, subbed off in the 58/59th minute, meaning that even though the game finished 0-0, he did not get his clean sheet points and banked a 1-pointer instead. Unlucky. My daddy player of the week was Erling Haaland, where despite the risk of rotations and minutes fear, he actually ended up playing an entire 90 minutes and got 9 points from a goal, double to 18 as my captain. Oh yes, daddy! When my not so sexy team put a bag on his head, finished like this. Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, this is actually getting quite embarrassing now, like what's going on? Where somehow, Neco Williams, my cheapest player, who only scored 4 points this weekend, was my second highest scoring player in my team. Unlucky! Where we had so many 1-pointers in the team, Andres Pereira was on my bench with 2, and he still outscored 4 of my starting players with 2 points. Unlucky! So overall, a pretty wibbly-wobbly game week, which I don't really want to look at any longer. Something I feel like I've said pretty much every single game week this year. Like, it's pretty much just a big unlucky in there. So let's please move on to the Game Week 7 preview! We're starting with the watch list, the list of players I'm watching for potential transfers for either this game week or next game week, as the wildcard will be whapped out, chucked out, and slapped on for Game Week 9 during the international break. Where Bigger Boy is actually still a cheeky scrub and has an injured Rodrigo on my bench. So the Brighton boys are proper teasing me right now, with both of them not a very gross option, if you know what I mean. Tony and Mitrovic proving us yet again that championship strikers can actually also play football in the Premier League. Whoa, who would have guessed, right? Both looking like very sexy options right now, if you can get to them. Oh, with my team structure, I can't. Then finally, I'm also looking at some defensive options, with the likes of Perisic having Man City this week, and also probably going to have his jaw spun by the Champions League, and potentially all my other Champions League players having their jaw spun and not playing, and probably be wibbly-bobbly. So a Trippier or James could in fact come in for him for me. All these players very sexy, but I can confirm one of them is even sexier than all of them combined. Do you know why? As I can confirm, a confirmed transfer has been made, way, which looks like this. I have gone the injured Rodrigo out, Gross in. Bournemouth up next for him, incredible value at 6 mil. Yeah, he's just in, you know, with all this risk of rotation with Champions League and Europa League players. Having some players not in midweek competitions right now just sounds like a very good idea. Gross, not a gross pick. He's in. Which now makes my sexy team look like this, where I do actually still have one more free transfer and 0.5 million in the bank. So I may be tempted to make a move like a Perisic to a James or even a Trippier just for the next 2 game weeks. But I've decided not to make that extra transfer just in case there's injuries or some other things going on in the Champions League in the midweek games. As you know, if one of my players' legs falls off, then yeah, I'll probably have to get rid of him when I, yeah. But for now, this is how we are looking. With the amazing IQ big brain move of bringing Henderson in last week for a hit, looks like an absolute disaster class right now, as he didn't even make a single save against Bournemouth and still conceded 3 goals. I like it. Leeds away here is giving me 0 hope, minus hope even, but maybe, just maybe, he could pleasantly surprise me and make at least 1 save. Yeah, that sounds good right now. Trent, Salah and Diaz scored a whopping 7 points combined last game week, so the bar is pretty low of what they can achieve this week, but they do play Wolves at home, so they could do it. It could be a tough cookie fixture for them, but one, I do see some FPL points in, even if it's a 1-0 or a 0-0 again. And you know what? If none of them do anything, I could actually chuck all of them out on my Game Week 9 wildcard. It could happen. That's not a threat. It's a promise. and also a threat. Cancelo and Haaland have a proper test here, so they best well study for it, as not only do they have Champions League midweek, but they also have a title challenger in Spurs at home here. Hopefully the points will also be home, with both of them getting something here. Well, actually, wait, this is Haaland. He's so guaranteed to score and get points. You might as well start the game week on 9 points, and the rest is just a bonus, because he's just guaranteed to score, isn't he? Yeah. Even Perisic has been a great servant for us so far, but has already been rotated, Champions League upcoming, and does have Man City away this week, which he also might not even play. Considering I'm wildcarding the week after next, I may well chuck him in a bin for someone guaranteed to play the next 2. Someone like a Trippier, you know. But terms and conditions do apply on that in all of the midweek games. Then we have a Brighton double up. Yeah, imagine saying that at the start of the season in Dunk and Gross. Dunk has been pretty gross for me so far, scoring a total 0 points in 2 games. Wow, amazing. Now that is actually a massive. I like it. But Pascal Gross will surely be lucky here instead, as he comes in to join Dunk playing Bournemouth this week. So surely gonna get all of the points. In before Gross red card, because that's just how my season is going. Yeah, alright, cheers, nice one. Then to finish it off, we have Martinelli and Jesus against Everton at home. Martinelli robbed of a goal last week, and Jesus has been robbing us of a forward spot lately, with him just forgetting how to score. So hopefully he can actually watch some YouTube tutorials on how to play football again, and we should be alright this game. And that is the team set up and done for this week. Andreas ahead of Neco Williams on the bench, just because Andreas is much less likely to get minus points compared to Neco. And we do also have another free transfer after doing Rodrigo to Gross, so could very well be a Perisic to a Trippier is what I'm really fancying, especially with Newcastle playing Bournemouth next week. But that all depends on the European games. And then I will be game to allow my team to have all the fun and go and get me all of the points, including my captain, who will be, wait, who is it going to be? Captain picks, where captaincy is harder to pick here than choosing your Tesco meal deal sandwich. Like, it's so hard. There's so many good options and good players right now, but no obvious options with the fixtures out there. But despite his minutes risk and the fact that his fixture is arguably one of the hardest in my entire team, there is only one man I'm going to captain right now, and that is Erling Haaland. Haaland. He is literally yet to blank, yet 10 goals in 6 games for him. So there is absolutely zero reason to move off him right now, despite him having a hard fixture against Spurs and both of them playing midweek. But knowing Spurs, they could end up winning and still let Haaland score a hat-trick, because this is the history of the Tottenham. Mo Salah will be the vice-captain, yeah? Where if he was on it like Sonic, he would definitely be my captain, but something just doesn't seem quite right. I don't know what's going on. Haaland is the one. Score predictions. Well, last week, I actually somehow got exactly the same outcomes as I did the week before. Like, exactly the same, with 3 correct results and 2 correct scores. Like, how? But overall, I guess you could say my predictions were a little bit of a, I like it. So hopefully this week, my predictions will be lucky, as they look like this, where I've actually gone for quite a few upsets here. Ooh, definitely get the tissues out. All the fans are going to be crying. Oh, I'm sorry. Where I've actually gone for Fulham and Chelsea to draw, Leicester to beat Villa, Southampton to beat Brentford, and even Palace to beat Man United. No, I'm actually not just saying this to get the comments going and get some beef going, you know, have a fight with me. Boxing matching coming soon. But no, I'm just the world's best predictor, and this is what I'm predicting this week. I mean, I'm not the world's best predictor, but I can still pretend, right? But what I don't need to pretend is how sexy my FPL team is looking right now, as it looks like this and is ready for this week, where although we got some tough fixtures in there, there's midweek games going on as well, some players might be tired and rotated, we do still have a proper solid squad, which could even get even better, as I do still have that one free transfer. Maybe Trippier could be the one coming in. Honestly, this team is so sexy right now, it could even be on the cover of Playboy, if you know what I'm saying. Ooh, I love it. But we've got Haaland as captain. It feels like I don't even need to pick the captain right now. He needs to give us a reason to not choose him as a captain, never mind choose him as a captain. And the team is ready to go on and smash it this week and hopefully get all of the points. We are ready. I don't think the team is, but I'm ready. That is going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, but also, remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.